Okay, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. Merlin Johnson. I don't even know if I need to explain anymore at this point. But Merlin Johnson has this wild hair up his that we're gonna hitchhike to Utah to purchase a 1972 Chevy four-wheel drive stick shift truck, which is really cool. The part is it hasn't been run in probably 15 years. Square tires, I don't even know if it runs. I don't know, it's gonna be a long day. Anyway, we're gonna see how this goes, so.
Dude, look at that thing all boomed up.
Look at that.
Dude, big block.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Okay, so we went and assessed the whole situation. I think what we're gonna do is wind up going to get a gas can. We're gonna probably disconnect the fuel tank because Merlin's a little worried about the old gas in there hanging a valve in the truck, which would really screw things up. So if we can get fresh gas to it immediately and start getting the engine warm, it'll clean some things up and we should be good to go. But gas, power steering fluid, antifreeze.
If we can at least get it out of the weeds and get it out here where we can assess the rest of it, the undercarriage and whatnot, maybe we can get up to Roger's service up here because he still has a little shop and we can use his service station to kind of work on it a little bit.
So that's
He'd be
the plan.
happy to see the truck anyway.
That's the plan. All right, well, next time you see us, we'll be filling gas cans up. Brutal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we already sprayed that one once. We come back for more.
You tell it was owned by a Ford guy because it's got the terminals in the wrong spot.
Shit down in the
Ford
windows.
truck.
Believe it or not.
And the nail's extra.
They got them.
Nailed it. Let's see if we got a fuel pump. It's kind of deja vu here. Uh-oh. I think our battery's dead.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't bring one. That little tiny battery?
No, the big one. The one we stole from Clayton. The stolen battery's no good.
Ooh. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna walk to the auto parts store. All right.
And get a battery?
I'll be back with the battery. You have that little one? No, I'm gonna walk and buy one. That ain't gonna start.
Filter lid means.
It's got 100 horsepower.
Teenager was driving it. Battery hold down.
There we go. Okay, do you want to fucking reroute this fucker a little?
Huh?
Should we reroute it or just?
Yeah, let's save that clamp off of it. You got it?
I brought new ones.
New ones?
Yeah.
That's bad luck.
I did. What did I do? Okay, put this on. We're gonna run an electric fuel pump to it for right now, and then the mechanical pump will run while the truck's running and pump all the shitty fuel out on the ground.
Not yet. Steve, stop losing your mind.
My mic keeps falling. Wasp.
Who's Mike?
I don't know who Mike is, but who cares? So anyway, we're gonna run this to a electric fuel pump for now.
Whoops.
Let me see.
Wrong end here.
We're using all our brake clean to kill.
Probably have better luck getting home.
Yeah, this little hose. This clamp's a little bit too small.
We're going to have this carburetor hooked up to an electric fuel pump on a switch, regulating the flood pressure. I can see it all now.
All right, listen. Let's talk about what it is, what we're doing out here.
Hey.
Merlin's lubing up everything right now with the WD-40, trying to get everything ready to go. But look, where else? Listen, this truck is as old as me, so it's it's a year younger than I am actually. So 47 years. In 47 years from now, if you own a Prius, you will not be in the middle of a grassy field somewhere trying to make it run.
We're damn near 2 miles. But I came back with a battery.
This guy might be in the middle of a field trying to make a Prius run.
He will. He's a millennial. You guys probably will, but you guys know how to do that
I got
stuff.
more wasp spray.
You got some more wasp spray?
Yeah.
All right, are we going to try to make this thing run? This old truck's been used a little. Kind of cool, though. Good sign.
Do you know how many people?
Turn it back on.
Battery.
I think that battery's going to be weak.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
Okay, well.
Yeah, 60 pounds of oil pressure. Missing a little. Nothing like a 350 Chevy.
Slide. I pulled a bunch of timing in it. Bees are terrible.
Sounds great.
It's missing on a cylinder pretty bad. But whoa, whoa. Get them wasps out of here.
Did you get the wasp eating your ass?
Yeah.
Over here spinning. I'm thinking you're looking for this.
I got that. I got yellow jackets everywhere.
Try it again.
No, I'm ready to kill yellow jackets. Okay. Well, we've got the truck fired up. We've got it out of the weeds. We made it actually 2 blocks before it felt like it broke down. The good thing is I think it just wanted to be home. So I'm actually here with Roger at Rogers Automotive, And Roger bought this truck some 35 years ago. And him and his brother ran a gas station in my hometown of Orderville. And I'm going to let Roger tell you a little bit about the truck, because it's kind of a local celebrity here. And I'll ask Roger a few questions about the truck's history over the years. So, when did you pick this truck up, roughly?
I'm not sure of the year. It's probably about 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Somewhere. Yeah.
So, you and your brother Scott Golding had the service station. It was a mobile, right?
Started out as a Husky.
Started out as a Husky.
Man, what I'd like to have a Husky porcelain sign right now.
He probably had one.
Yeah, I'd love to have one.
So it started out as a Husky, and then you switched over to
Exxon.
Exxon.
Yeah.
And you just recently sold the station and kind of retired up here to your hobby garage.
I sold about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And me and my wife built this place.
How long ago do you think you sold the tow truck?
Oh, I don't know. I bought the other one. I got another one down there. Shit, I don't even know.
A long time ago. Too long ago to remember. So that's how long this thing's been sitting. Way too long. Well, the last inspection sticker I saw was 1990.
1990?
But that was kind of when they did away with stickers. So there's a registration sticker of 94, but who knows how many have peeled off. So when you bought this truck, who did you buy it from?
Ron Parker in Kanab.
Kanab, Utah.
Yeah.
So what was the truck like when you bought it? Obviously you're a Ford guy, so why did you buy a Chevy?
Because that's the only thing I could find.
You
With the tow truck.
You couldn't find a Ford?
Not for the price we paid for this.
They were probably wrecking all the Fords for the Dukes of Hazzard. So it was four-wheel drive when you bought it?
Four-wheel drive. Had a 427 Corvette motor in it.
So 427 Corvette motor, high compression.
Yeah.
What were you doing for fuel? Obviously
Buying airplane fuel in a barrel and mixing it.
So you were mixing airplane fuel with your 91 octane, the
With
best
premium.
you could get,
Yeah.
and running it in your tow truck.
And
Now there's a guy who's making money.
Yeah, he had to be making money to run that in there.
My tow truck burns fuel at $6 a gallon. Of course, back then it was probably what, $3 a gallon to run it?
I don't remember. We got it from Harold Drews out there. Had an airport out flying LD.
Okay, on the way to Zion.
And he actually gave me the first barrel.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Got you hooked on it. That's like your cocaine dealer. He comes and gives you the first bag, and he starts upping the price from there, right? So what happened with the 427? Why did you end up taking the 427 out and putting the 350 in?
It actually had a head go bad on it.
So rather than spend the money on fixing it and keep
That's
pouring expensive fuel in it, you decided to put a small block in
Put a
it?
small block in it. Because we couldn't get fuel at all the time.
Right.
to run it.
Because lead was going away and unleaded was coming in, and it needed a revised motor
I had a
anyway.
guy that wanted that motor pretty bad in it.
Yeah, I'm sure that
427 too.
you probably got as much out of that as you paid for the tow truck.
I got $2,000 out of it.
Holy
Nice.
cow, that's good. How long ago was that?
No,
80s?
in the 80s probably.
Damn.
427 Corvette motor, yeah, it was
Yeah.
numbers matching. Somebody wanted
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they
bad.
did.
Guy in Milford bought it.
Really? So, how much money do you think you made with this tow truck?
I don't know. We used it a lot. It went a lot. I don't know how much we made with it.
Well, I know you towed my dad when he lost his spindle, and that was a pretty expensive tow, and you cut him a hell of a deal because it was wintertime and you had to go on to Cedar Mountain to get it.
No, I don't remember it. I don't remember, but I remember towing him. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
lot of-
it was
lot of
it was a
towing.
long time ago. That was my first memory of this tow truck. But I would ride my bicycle downtown, and this tow truck was always sitting in front of your gas station. And I always found it kind of weird because you were such a Ford guy and you had this Chevy tow truck, and I thought that was pretty cool that you made your living on them Chevrolets, but you owned one.
I
Knew how to work on them.
made a lot of money on Chevrolets over the years.
Yeah, I'll
That's
bet.
good. Well, I'm super happy to get it. I'm actually going to kind of preserve it, but I'm going to restore it a little bit. I'm going to put the Rogers service back on the door like it was back in the day. And I hope to have it up here at a car show soon.
That's good. Have
So,
another car show. Actually, I think the sign on the side was Rogers Exxon when we had it.
so it was Rogers Exxon when you had the doors painted on. Did your wife paint the doors?
No, we actually did we paint them, or I think we put magnets on them.
Okay. Well, they're still a a little silhouette of Roger something, but I can't make it out on the door.
It had Parker Automotive on when I bought it.
Okay, yeah, we don't want that on there. Cut
So
that
I don't
out.
remember. I don't remember whether we had to paint it or not now.
Do you remember how much you paid for it?
I paid about $3,500 for it, seems like.
Damn, that's almost what I paid for it. Here we are 35 years
Yeah,
later.
still paying the same
It's
price.
going up in value, Roger. You want to buy it back?
I don't want to work. I don't want to drive a tow truck again, really.
Yeah, I bet. You're tired of it.
I got pictures of this thing backed off in the top of the barracks, pulling a BLM guy out. I backed it
Well,
off
that
in
is
there.
one thing. I would like to get some of those pictures from you to
Copy 'em,
basically
yeah.
showcase the history of this
I'll have to see what
this
I
tow
can-
truck.
I'll see what I can find.
That'd be cool.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm glad you're open today because we need to put some air in the tires and try to get this thing to where it'll make it back to Vegas.
Try to see if we can get the brakes to release. Over and out. Oh yeah, we'll do 70 now. You good? It's rolling, baby. Okay, so we got it out of the back lot over here, and when we took off out of the place, it was running like crap, and the rear brakes were hung up on it. So we barely made it up the hill. So it was running on 6 cylinders, and the rear brakes were locked up on the truck. Brought it in here, put a couple new plugs in it, fixed one plug wire. Sounds like it's hitting on all 8 cylinders now. Me and Merlin got onto the back and released the pressure on the rear brakes. So there might be a chance that we're gonna probably drive this back with front brakes only. But it's a stick shift truck, so you can downshift in the corners, who cares, right? You know, we're gonna rearrange the fuel lines, and we are gonna try to run the fuel tank on this thing. I don't know if it's gonna work or not because there could be a lot of shit in the tank, and if there is, it's gonna get caught up in the fuel filters, plug them up on the way home. So just to be on the safe side, we've got our backup pump that we put in here. So if it gets really ugly, you know, we could probably shove a 5-gallon gas can. I don't know, we can run it all the way to the back of the truck and just keep pouring gas in the 5-gallon. I'm sure this thing only gets 4 miles a gallon, so let's see. We'll be stuck in the middle of the desert somewhere.
tow truck. And
Just let me give you like a little beauty of
Drive
the
it to
inside
me.
of this thing. I mean, here's the dash.
Don't give her anything. We'll
We
need.
got fuel filters. We have this badass audio box deck in here though.
Turn it up. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, it don't work. I figured since we don't have headlights, we don't have tail lights, nothing works. We probably ain't got a radio. Okay guys, so we made it this far. I think we broke down three times in 5 miles. We're doing good. We might make it home in a week. We got about
We only
200
have
miles
200
to go. So anyway, this is probably our takeoff from this point. We're gonna be traveling, hoping that we can make it all the way to Vegas tonight. So we'll see what happens. You guys will be with us all the way. You'll be able to check us out. See if we break down, you're gonna be with us. So, but from this point forward, we're gonna hope that we don't have to get out of the truck and talk. So hopefully see you in Vegas. If you can only be in this son of a bitch with me right now, it's something else.